We're unmuted. Hello. Okay, now we're good. When I switched headphones, it didn't actually um, fix that in Streamlabs, but now everything's good. Alright. Sorry about last night. You should be back on schedule now.
Yeah, I drove to my parents' house, and then I was gonna drive back to sleep, but my car said no. So I stayed up all night and still couldn't get it working. So I just got driven back here. I sat down, I'm like, all right, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do some streams anyway, even though I've been up for a day and a half now. Like, and then I did my Neo stream yesterday, and that was... Souls games are not games that you should play while tired. And then I was... I was gonna sit down. Sorry.
Oof.
You go.
No, I just remember seeing the going live notifications like, you're still up?
And then I sat down, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna stream some Fate Stay Night. And my body started to stop working.
And that was with caffeine.
That was with caffeine. Neo was hours earlier, alright? I would never put Neo over Fate Stay Night. I haven't played too much Neo yet, but like, I mean, I guess it's pretty cool. The first fight is against Derek the Executioner.
I wonder what he does.
Well, obviously he's a pole that you tie a rope to on a ship or something. Hey, hang on. A kind of crane with a movable pivoted arm for moving or lifting heavy weights, especially on a ship. A Derek.
Derek the Executioner. Did you execute the Executioner?
I did, but then he got back up because fucking Ed showed up and revived him. Now I'm fighting Nevin.
I'm not even gonna pretend to know who that is.
Oh, you'll know eventually, whenever you get around to playing Devil May Cry 3.
Can't wait, although it means I have to play through 2.
No, it doesn't. It just means that you have to play 2 for a few minutes.
Or then just skip it.
Just so that you appreciate 3.
Know what people had to live with before 3 came out.
Yep.
I still can't believe the one Devil May Cry game I actually had was DMC Devil May Cry.
Not even the definitive edition.
We were just talking about it, I was like, oh yeah, I think I have a Devil May Cry game somewhere. And then I pull out DMC Devil May Cry. The shitty ass remake.
So anyway, last time we were deciding whether or not we were gonna listen to Saber or Reen.
Oh yeah, there
私
was
た
a
ちだけで
decision.
寺院に赴きましょう。
Yeah.
I already read that last time.
And for once, Saber and Reen disagree completely.
Oh no, the ship is sinking.
Do we do what Saber wants and go fight these masters even without Reen's help? Or do we agree with Reen and maybe just, like, not do that for a little while?
Unlike the others, this just really feels like a life or death decision. One of these is going to kill me. One of these is definitely going to kill me.
That's true.
You're confirming it's
Come
true.
on, Wise. Splitting the party is where all the fun things happen.
Well, if I go on an analysis of what's most Shiro, Shiro would probably fight, but he's probably gonna die. But Shiro's not afraid of death.
Do you remember to factor in your analysis this is fate, Shiro?
That's true. Oh yeah, he doesn't want Saber to fight because she's a girl. Because he's Fate Shiro.
You also factor in your analysis that this is Shiro. But yes, whatever decision, you know? What's the worst that's gonna happen? We get to see more of
Yeah,
Taiga
that's
Dojo.
true. I kind of want to die again. Okay, fuck it, let's do it. Ah! Oh my god. I'll attack. There's a master at Ryudo Temple, and they're sucking magical energy out of people. Then I should stop it as quickly as possible.
セイバーに賛成だ。
What have I done?
こっちから打って出るのは気が進まないが、それも相手による。
I agree with Saber. I don't want to be the attacker, but it depends on the enemy.
竜道寺のマスターがどんなやつか確かめるためにも、すぐに竜道寺に行くべきだ。
We should go to Ryudo Temple right away to see what kind of a master this person is.
では出陣ですね、シロ。あなたが積極的になってくれたのは喜ばしい。
Well, you made Saber happy.
Saber point? Then let us go, Shiro. I'm glad that you are being proactive.
So,
Reen's just like,
あなたがそう決めたのなら私に言うことはないけど、せいぜい気をつけることね。
Reen's just like, well, nice knowing both of you. Thanks for the house.
I see. If that's your decision, there's nothing more for me to say. Just be careful.
遠坂
Tosaka? Why are you acting like you're not going to fight with us
私、
even though you
詳細の
said?
ない戦いに興味はないから。明日になってあなたが帰ってこなかったら、協力者のよしみで骨ぐらい拾いに行ってあげる。
I'm going to rest. I'm not interested in a fight we've no chance of winning. If you don't come back tomorrow, I'll go and collect your remains since we're cooperating. Cooperating? That's not a word.
なんだあいつ。縁起でもないこと言いやがって。
What's with her saying such ominous things? Doesn't she know that I can't die?
I mean, to be fair, the game has not proven him wrong.
Yeah. God, yeah, even without Saber, there's no thing that's happened where he's died.
That must be Reen's way of warning us.
竜道寺には外敵への備えがあるはずです。私たちは 敵の罠をくぐり抜け上司たるマスターを倒さねばならないのですから。
There will be defenses outside against enemies at Ryudu Temple. We will have to pass through enemy traps and beat the master.
いや、それはそうだけど。
Well, that's true, but
I'm gonna get to see Fujine again, so I see this as an absolute win.
oh god, there's an awful lot of Saber in Ritz too, I guess. Between the green eyes and the not being able to think that you will die in a fight.
I can see it. Ritz is just like an amalgamation of Fate characters.
Yeah, because there's more Saber than Shiro necessarily, because Shiro's just like in the moment like, well, I'm not planning on dying, but if I do, it's not that bad. And Ritz is just like, yeah, I'm not gonna die. I'm going in.
Yep, I mean, and he has died before, right? But it just
Yeah.
wasn't a big deal. He just came back.
Yeah, it didn't stick.
It's true that I'm not enthusiastic about beating this master. I only want to know who the master at Ryudu Temple is, and what their motives are. Actually being kinda smart for once.
That's how you know it's not canon, Fate Shiro.
Battle might be
I guess
avoidable,
technically.
but we'll retreat if things get dangerous. Yep, he's totally gonna die. That's right. I won't let her look like that again. If I judge that it's dangerous, we'll retreat immediately. Even if Saber doesn't want to, I'll have to forcefully pull her back and bring her home. Command spell? The clouds are moving fast. There's a strong wind way up in the sky.
マスター、時期0時ですが。
Master, it's almost midnight.
ああ、町も眠りについた。
Die.
出向くにはいい頃合いだ。
Yeah, the town's fallen asleep. It's a good time to head out.
I nod, picking up my Shinai bag. Inside is a wooden sword I found in the shed.
Takes out Shiro. This is just a cardboard poster.
It's not promising equipment for fighting against a servant, but it should withstand at least one blow if strengthened successfully. If it's
Saber.
Berserker, I don't know.
竜道寺に行くのはあくまで様子見だ。
Saber, we're just going to Ryudo Temple to check things out.
I don't think she is.
マスターがどんなやつなのか、そのサーバントがどのクラスなのかを確認できればいい。こっちから仕掛ける必要はないからな。
It's enough if we can just find out what kind of person the master is and which class of servant it has. There's no need to start a fight ourselves.
わかりました。ですが敵が戦いを望み、シローの身に危険が及ぶと判断したときは、その限りではありません。
Yes, but no.
I understand, but the enemy desires a battle, and if I judge that you're in danger, that'll not be the case.
敵地に赴く以上、どちらかの死は覚悟してほしい。
As long as we are proceeding into enemy territory, I want you to be prepared for death on either side. The death on one side. The scale of fate is divided between the master at Ryudu Temple and us, the intruders.
That's a very optimistic way of looking at it, Shiro.
The scale is balanced now, but it might tilt towards one side or the other in a few hours. Shiro's going straight for that XP. Oh,
Shiro, stop metagaming. Shiro's player. Look, my character would know that every time he fights and wins a fight, he gets stronger.
wait, is Shiro Dungeon World metagaming? Because you get XP if you fuck up.
You can't really metagame on that front because you get XP if you roll a 6 or lower. Like,
I've only played one game of Dungeon World.
you just
We go west from the intersection and run through the empty road. Ryuju Temple is in the opposite direction from the developed Shinto, at the end of the winding mountain path. Remember that one time where like the next screen thing at the end of the text was over Saber's eye and it looked like she had a scouter?
I don't. But I also do. Like, I remember that
Like
happening. I don't remember what it looks like, though.
Yeah, that thing at the end right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
just,
yeah, okay. I do now.
yeah, just like directly
Just-
over her eye.
Oh, yeah. That's some fan art that you'll probably make at some point.
Saber with a scout. A fucking scouter. Saber, what does the scouter say about his power level? What do I care?
Wait.
I can't fucking die.
Saber, what does the scouter say about his power level? Looks through scouter. Big, like, skull pops up next to name. Like, oh, way too high of level. Shiro, we can beat him! Good!
Pretty much. And then they actually do that. Or at least survive. A long set of stairs. The road leading up to the remarkably tall mountain in Fuyuki City is engulfed in ominous darkness. Well, that's promising.
セイバ
Saber,
サーバントの気配感知できるか
can you feel the presence of the servant?
はい。正確には把握できませんが、確かにサーバントの気配がします。
Yes. I cannot perceive it precisely. But I can certainly feel a servant's presence. I wonder which one it's gonna be. And maybe the effect of the boundary field on the Ryuru Temple. But it seems Saber's perceptive abilities have deteriorated.
良くない風です。シロ、片時も私のそばを離れないように。
This is not a good wind. This place is an ominous place last time, but it's worse now. Shiro, please do not leave my side, even for a moment. I answer with a nod and start up the cold stone steps. He's gonna die. The air is tense. The forest submerged in the black of night is trembling with sounds. With every step, a bad premonition settles into my back. The temple gates can be seen now. Nothing has happened yet. There's no sign of the enemy, and the temple gates are open as if inviting us in.
シロ、止まって。
Shiro, please stop.
敵かセイバ
An enemy, Saber?
はい。ですがサーバントではありません。気配が微弱すぎる。おそらく監視役の使い魔でしょう。無視しても構わないのですが、しかし。
Yes, but it's not a servant. The presence is too weak. It probably is a familiar for surveillance. We can ignore it, but there must be something wrong about it. Saber makes a troubled expression and glares at the temple gates a few steps away. Oh no.
She can sense combat.
Ah, that's what that's what makes her troubled.
Well, yeah, you know, when you get into combat and the adrenaline starts going and your face gets flushed.
That's what makes her troubled.
Yes.
セイバー、なんか引っかかるものがあるのか？
Saber, is something wrong?
Combat sexual.
この王冠が監視の使い魔のものなのか、この山門を守る者の気配なのか。
I don't know. I can't tell if this chill is because of the familiar or because the presence of the one protecting this temple gate.
門番らしき者はいたようなのですが、今は不在のようです。
There was some kind of watcher at the gate, but it seems to be absent now.
認めたくはないのですが、私はそれを幸運と思っている。この門を守る者と対峙しなくてよかったと。
I do not want to admit it, but I consider the fact fortune. It would be good not to confront the one protecting this gate.
門の番人
That
がいたっ
fact
てことか。
fortunate.
けど、今はいない。
There was a watcher here, but it's not here now?
はい。私たちがやってきたことはすでに知られています。
Yes, they already know we are here.
その上で門番を下げた意味は2つ。資料はどちらだと思いますか？
There are two reasons the Watcher would depart in spite of that. Which do you think it is, Shiro?
If they know we're here, why are we talking quietly still?
To hide from us or to let us inside, so we won't be able to get away. Either way, there will be no more progress until we go in. Fucking Shiro. I thought he said he was gonna pull back if things weren't safe.
If combat were to start, he was going to pull back. If it looked like Saber was going to lose, he was going to pull back. This is just a trap. Or it's they're running away. It's like they're either running away or it's a trap. And it's very likely a trap.
間違いないでしょ。
Leroy
we have to go in.
Jenkins.
セイバー、ここから中の様子はわかるか？
I definitely think it's a trap. Saber, can you tell what's going on inside from here?
いいえ、サーバントの気配がするという情報しかつかめない。
No, I can only determine that there is a sign of a serpent in there. By the way, I just love how Ritz, who's based on Shiro and Saber apparently, was described as Leroy Jenkins by your mom.
Yeah.
What was the quote specifically?
He's like a blue little Leroy Jenkins. Or a little blue Leroy Jenkins.
He really is. And by extension, that means...
That means that when Shiro and Saber activate their one shared brain cell...
when they perform the fusion dance. We get... Leroy Jenkins!
See, this is why Shiro has to be sexist all the time. If he's not, they'll die. This is what happens when you treat Saber competently too fast. Or when you treat Saber like she's competent too fast.
そうか。
What's gonna
like-
happen?
結局
I'm sure we can win this fight.
何もわ
Like,
からないみたいだな。
you know what? I have no reason not to believe you. Goes in, dies. Saber, you've betrayed me.
I also think.
Saber's int.
You know more
Well, she's
than I
got a
do.
decent history. Cause like,
You guys probably know things I don't.
I feel like it's not that high though. Like, that's definitely not a stat that's too important to her. 14?
Probably like strength and dex are most important to her.
I mean, she's got a pretty low strength, but she has some kind of thing that lets her use her, like, magic in place. Yeah, I'm thinking 12 or 10. It's not like specifically low, like an 8 or something, but like,
It's not like Ritz's strength.
I mean, it also depends on the system, because like int, like in D&D, int is just like book smarts. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like,
she's definitely got high charisma.
high charisma, really high wisdom, as far as like physical world stuff goes. Like, her senses are fucking sharp.
I've always like seen her as more like a paladin of some sort. Magically enhanced melee fighter.
I guess that assessment could probably work as a paladin.
Am I gonna learn more stuff later?
Oh, I cannot wait
I'm gonna learn all the stuff
for
later.
that. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait.
Which route?
This one, actually.
Oh fuck yeah. Finally. A big reveal on this route. Because I know like a lot of them are in Heaven's Feel.
Yeah. Well, also UBW. The thing about this route is just like most of the things are the basic reveals, like who Saber is.
I
being
feel like
one
we
of them.
don't get Archer this route.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
I mean, Archer doesn't get Archer right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's proceed
Anyway.
to the death.
We live, and you're like, you fucking faked me out again, you bastard.
Saber nods.
行こう。何を仕掛けてくるにしろ、相手の顔を見ないことには始
If
ま
I
らない。
say that again, that'll be directly to the game.
Let's go. No matter what they do to us, nothing will happen until we see their faces.
Yeah, if I say that again, that'll be directly to Nasu.
Gets stabbed from behind. Oh no, it was actually Assassin here.
Wait, what if Lancer doesn't come down from the ceiling? What if Lancer is the ceiling?
Gets stabbed from behind. Oh no, it was Assassin. Lancer! I learned the new technique of coming from the wall.
The wall assassin. You just hear in the background, "Ugh! Ugh!" and he just like bashes through the wall with his lance.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh my-
hey!
Is he gonna
if
go?
Lancer, if Lancer goes into other classes, he might get their like base stat upgrades, and it might upgrade his luck.
That's all he wants. He just wants luck. That's all he cares about.
Lancer's the guy who built his character sheet, and he looked at all of the stats, and he's like, luck? When am I gonna use luck? Doesn't come up, like, in anything. If I just have no points in luck, look at how much I can put in agility. Look at how much I can put in Noble Phantasm. I'm just gonna put an E rank luck. And Archer's the one who looks at luck and he's just like, I can put an E rank luck and that's gonna make some interesting games happen.
Is Lancer just gonna like go the absurd model and multi-class into everything? I mean, it's a little easier with only 8 classes.
8?
Or how many are in here?
7.
7. Why did I say 8? Anyway, on to the death. I approach the temple gate with Saber. Oh, the sky changed. That's nice. For a moment, the moon is covered by clouds. My vision is engulfed in darkness. Ryder?
Huh?
In it, I think, I see a beautiful snake within the trees.
待て、セイバー、今。
Hold on, Saber!
I stop Saber, who is trying to go through the temple gate.
シロ、
Shiro? Her golden hair turns around. But that's...
強制転移。バカな。この時代において転移魔術だと。そうか、キャスター。
Enforced transference? Impossible. Transference magic in this age. I see. Caster! Saber's figure is distorted. What kind of magic is this? Saber is distorted like a mirage. And like that.
まずい、下がれ、セイバー。なんか、
Wait,
体が消えてるぞ。
I thought she had magic resistance.
This is bad! Pull back, Wow, okay. Voice crack.
Yeah, I had one earlier.
This is bad! Pull back, Saber! Your body's fading away!
違います、シロ。転移を受けているのはあなたの方だ。早く私の手を。
No, Shiro! It's you who's being transported! Take my hand quickly! And lead me to the land that you understand.
Saber, how are you being teleported? I thought you had magic resistance. Look at everything else around you, dumbass.
Fucking transportation?
シロ、手を伸ばして。そのままでは中に引き込まれ。
Shiro, please give me your hand! You'll be pulled!
Oh, but holding hands with Saber-chan? I'm so troubled.
Saber charges forward to grab my hand.
I swear to God, if that's...
Is that actually gonna be the reason? At that moment. The figure of a servant knocks her away from the side.
不覚を取りましたね、セイバー。魔術に対する強力なレジストがあだになった。
You've let your guard down, Saber. Your powerful magic resistance was harmful.
あなたがそこまで強力でなければ、彼を守りきれたものを。
If you weren't so powerful, you would have been able to protect him.
貴様、サーバント。
What? A servant? Wait, I thought that was Ryder. Silver armor and black cloth collide. Saber and rider.
Yep.
The two confront each other on top of the stone paving and... What the fuck? What's going on?
Saber! Saber!
My existence is pulled out of the third dimension, goes through many dimensions, and is dropped back into my original dimension.
Okay, Shiro, I want you to use a command spell here and summon Saber to you.
Isn't that what he's gonna do?
If that doesn't work, then that's fine. I accept your death then. But otherwise... right, sorry.
Wait, is that not what he's gonna do?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty obvious. This is a bad end now.
Yeah.
The blood in my body runs backwards. Oh, this is new content for you.
Yeah. I didn't actually go back through all the bad ends yet.
For an instant, my organs go inside out, and the sickness is if I'm another living thing.
あら、竜を釣ろうと思ったのに、網にかかったのは雑魚だけなんて。
Oh? I tried to hook a... Oh.
Hmm.
Do you want to voice... I can only assume this is Caster.
Oh, that's definitely Caster. I'm thinking about it. Nah, you should take her. It's more... I'm just thinking about, like, who talks to who most often.
Yeah, exactly, with Shiro.
Yeah.
Oh? I tried to hook a dragon, but I only caught a small fish in my net. I turned to face the presence behind me.
Yeah.
The return of the Shiro grunts. There's no time to check who it is. I swing my wooden sword, still in my bag, behind me. I don't even know. I'm blown away. I'm struck onto the right side of my chest, and I fall into the water. The water surface is dyed red. My body,
Okay.
the right side of my chest is gone, as if engulfed by a huge electrical fan.
バカな子。そんな紙くずみたいな魔術抵抗で私の神殿にやってくるなんて。セイバーもマスターに恵まれなかったよね。
Stupid boy. To come to my temple with such rubbish magic resistance. It seems Saber wasn't too fortunate with her master. The purple robe sneers,
yeah.
the smugness.
Because of what she hit him with.
Oh,
Shit,
is that a
that
thing?
makes sense.
That
That'll make
I
sense
don't know about.
eventually.
I'm not even upset about the bad end. I was almost hoping for one because Taiga Dojo.
Taiga Dojo.
Taiga Dojo is the best thing ever. I feel dizzy. I have to stand up quickly. Take Saber's hand. But I feel dizzy in my body.
セイバーが気になる？安心なさい。彼女は私がもらってあげる。バーサーカーを倒すには彼女の宝具が必要ですからね。あなたはここで死に絶えるけれど、彼女は私の奴隷として生き続けるわ。
Wait, hang on. Did she say Kanojo?
Hmm?
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Are you worried about Saber? Don't worry, I'll take her. I need her noble phantasm to beat Berserker. You will die here, but she will continue her life as my slave. I can't find strength anywhere. Blood. There's no blood left in my body, and I can't keep my consciousness.
さようなら坊や。そんな低能では奴隷にする価値もないけど、あなたの霊樹は私が有効に使ってあげる。
Goodbye, boy. With such weak abilities, you have no value, even as a slave. But I shall use your command spells effectively. The bent dagger cuts my left arm off. Unlike Kirei, this was real.
Yep. I mean, you don't know that yet.
In the black water. The only movement of the clouds, only the movement of the clouds swallowing the moon is burned into my motionless eyeballs. He's fucking dead.
Dead end? Oh yeah, that's right, because some of them are bad ends and some of them are dead ends.
I was like 50-50 on whether or not this would kill him.
And some of these are ends.
Just that end in particular. But I'm not upset either way because... Yes! Rip your brother.
You thoughtless Shiro!
Now rip everyone in my house. Thoughtless Shiro!
傷も癒えていないというのにナンバーショットか。
What are you doing when her wound doesn't even heal yet?
シローはまだマスターになったばっかりなんだから、もうちょっと自分を鍛えなくっちゃダメでしょう。
You just became a master, so you should train yourself! A bit more. You should train yourself a bit more.
ならしょうがないけど、あんなメギツにやられちゃうなんてかっこ悪いんだから。早く直前の選択肢に戻って、今夜はおとなしくしてなさい。
That's right. It can't be helped if you're killed by me, but being killed by that fox is not cool. Hurry back to the previous choice and stay home tonight.
そうそう。
Pinocchio.
次はよーく考えて行動すること。
That's right. Make sure to properly consider your actions next time.
さて、些細な選択ミスでスカーンとデッドエンドを迎えるみんなの味方、タイガー道場も今回で3回目。
Well, Tiger Dojo, the support for all those who reach dead ends because of mistakes, is entering its third session already.
みんなもそろそろこの道場に慣れてきたと思いますが、
I think you people are getting used to this dojo, but...
Well, of course, we love it.
思いますか？何をタイが思わせぶりなこと言って、何か思うところがあるの？
But? What is it, Taiga? Are you hinting at something? Is there something you want to say?
ある。というか、みんなもそろそろ気になってる頃だと思うんだけど。
Yes, actually. I think everyone's starting to wonder by now as well.
思うんだけど。
Wonder?
じゃあ言うけど。
Well, then I'll say it, but...
正直、ブルマは直球すぎではないだろうか。
Isn't that Buruma too direct?
え？だって道場でしょここ。運動するんだから体操服に着替えてるだけだけど。
Bloomers.
Huh? But this is a dojo, right? I'm in my gym uniform because we're going to be working out.
なるほど、そういう理由でしたか。一応筋は通ってるわね。私の数少ない見せ場を奪おうという悪魔っ子の策略かと思っちゃった。
I see. So that's the reason, huh? That's certainly logical. I thought it was a scheme of a mischievous girl trying to steal away the few spotlights I have.
Trust me, Taiga, you always have the spotlight.
考えすぎよタイガー。そもそもあなたと私とじゃ格が違うもの。わざわざ勝負服に着替えて戦うまでもない。
You're thinking too much, Taiga. After all, we're on a completely different level. I don't even need to change into my best clothes.
そうだよね。私とイリアちゃんとじゃ扱いが違うし、争うまでもなかったわ。
You're right. We're treated differently, so there isn't even a need to compete.
よかったよかった。私たちは永遠のマブダチだよ。
This is so non-canon.
Thank God. We're best friends forever.
There Wise. There goes our psychopathic racist lolly. It's what she is.
体操服は元気の証だし、イリアちゃんにはその格好を許可しましょう。
The gym uniform is a sign of vitality, so I'll allow Ilya-chan to keep wearing it.
当然よ。ま、メイド服やスクール水着でないだけ感謝してるね。本当なら私は毎回違う格好で登場する予定だったんだから。
Of course. Well, you can thank me for not being in a maid costume or a school swimsuit. Actually, I was supposed to appear in a different costume every time.
げ、あからさまに違うこの扱い。
Well, an obvious difference in our treatment.
で、悔しくないもんね。所詮ボツになったんだから、私と扱い同じだもんね。
I'm not vexed. The idea was discarded after all, so you're treated the same way as I am.
We were spared by budget cuts.
ミニマム気になる。
But I'm a bit curious.
他にはどんな服を着る予定だったのかな？
What kind of costumes were you planning to wear?
I really hope it was that one Spyro Dragon costume. I mean, purple is her aesthetic, right?
It is. It is. Purple and silver.
学ランとか鎌倉とか成長バージョンとか雪だるまとかエプロンとか着物とかジャーマンな国の将校軍服とか。
What? Wait a second. What the?
Okay. Right. Okay.
For a second, I was like, why is German censored? Oh, wait a second.
Yeah. That's gonna be a JonTron yikes from me, dog.
It's gonna be a big yikes.
Not like a yikes in a JonTron gif, but like a yikes, that's a JonTron gif.
Just drop an oof on stream and just leave it up there for a bit. Things like a male school uniform, Kamakura style, my adult version, snowman, apron, kimono. Very problematic uniform.
なんと40種ものバリエーションだったのでした。
There were 40 different costumes. If they actually did that.
ぐわー、もうよろしい。その恵まれた愛情が憎すぎる。
That's enough. Such blessed love is too hateful.
Hateful is one word to use to describe it.
けど昇降服はちょっと見たかったので残念です。
No!
But it's a bit disappointing since I wanted to see the officer uniform.
だよね。大人のくせに一度切った使用書をなしにするのは良くないと思うわ。
Yeah, I don't think it's good to take back a decision they've made already, even though they're adults. I think it was a very smart decision to take that back.
Oh god, I'm so glad that I don't have to see that art of Ilya in that uniform.
I mean,
that would definitely be used by so fucking many Twitter accounts.
I mean, the worst part is you know it exists.
I'm honestly not sure that I do. Like, it's kind of buried. It's in the visual novel, and not enough people have read the visual novel.
That's
so
true.
And
you have to die.
If it actually existed, yeah. You have to die in a very specific way.
Mm-hmm.
By not listening to Reen.
That's always been my instinct earlier in the game. Should have kept up with it. I kind of wanted to see what the Taiga Dojo would be for this, though.
Yeah, I felt like you took that option knowing it was going to kill you.
Maybe just a little bit. Fine, you got me.
Well, now you got the Shiro style down.
Yeah.
持って
This was very
私のシナ
unexpected.
リオを削るなんて何を考えているのか上層部は。勝つ気があるのか勝つ気が。
You're right! What are the commanders thinking to take away my route? Do they really want to win?
I love how meta this is.
あんたのシナリオなんて
Oh my
最
god.
初からないわよ。
You had no route from the start.
何を？老石者、そこに直れ！
What? Stay there, you disgrace! Hang on, what would I... she had like the delinquent R roll, like how... Like, I feel like that should have been like, stay there, you disgrace, or something to like, represent that. God help me!
あ、先輩、チワンス。
I love that Reen art so much. Oh, hi, senpai. That does not increase, that is not Sakura.
ま、楽にな。
Stay relaxed.
She appears to be smoking now.
Tired Reen.
ちょっと。タイガも伸びちゃったし、私もそろそろ戻ろうか
Did
な。
Taiga lose the third time?
This one's not canon, though.
She's gone. Taiga's unconscious. So maybe I should head back to my room of severed heads that are still conscious.
スタンプをしてった。それじゃあ、またデッドエンド後に会いましょう。
Give you the stamp and... Alright, let's meet again after the next dead end. Hopefully... I was just like, I was reading that line and I was like, why is German censored? Oh. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right though, that would have been used in so many Twitter accounts.
Oh, so many.
Yeah? No, that's very in character
Yeah.
for her.
Yes, Ilya would in fact be that edgy if she were, if she cared about, like, subcultures.
Like, Ilya probably would own one of those Twitter accounts.
Which, non-canon Ilya would absolutely. It's in character, it's just... Oof.
It's a yike. A singular yike.
Well, no, it's yikes, because it's one from both of us.
That's true. Always listen to Reen.
それではシロ
Alright, now let's
私
listen
た
to
ちだけ
Reen.
で
Picks
ジーンに
fight
赴きま
again.
しょう
I understand. Then Shiro, let us go to the temple by ourselves. Saber says this as if it's the natural thing to do. But that's...
いや、俺も遠坂と同じだ。まだあそこには手を出さな
I
い方がいい。
saved us.
No, I feel the same way as Tosaka. We shouldn't go there yet. I feel like if we do, I'm just gonna get teleported and then like cut up by a bent dagger. And I'm gonna choose in that moment not to like... I'm gonna try and swing at a servant instead of just summoning you with that one moment that I have left.
Yep.
I mean, it probably wouldn't work out either way.
Might have worked out a little better. But, yeah, like... Always listen to Reen.
Always listen to Reen.
What? Are you saying you will not fight either? Also, I wonder if Saber would have fared better with Reen as her master.
Yes.
Like if they went.
Yes.
Like I wonder if they would have been okay.
If you have to ask yourself, like, I wonder if maybe if Reen were Saber's master, if they would have done better in this fight. The answer is yes.
It is always yes.
There's only a couple times when the answer would be no, and that's just like Reen probably getting too overconfident against like people who would be able to exploit that.
Which he's good at exploiting other people, so there's not many.
バカな
Honestly,
今まで
she
体
never
を
would
休
have
めてい
found
たの
out
は
about
何のためです
Shinji.
She never found out about Shinji?
She would never find out, because Shiro's the one that found out about that.
No way. What was I resting my body for until now?
敵の所在が判明した以上打って出るのが戦いというものでしょう
Now we know where our enemy is. We have to attack.
それは分かってる。けど待つんだ、セイバー。
I know that, but we have to wait, Saber.
Yeah, I wonder if, like, Saber would cloud Reen's judgment at all. After all, being troubled gets you into trouble. If you can't think about anything else. I know this because, Reen just kind of forgot how scary death was for a minute there. Well, I guess it's life as a Magus too, right?
弓道寺にいるマスターがそこまで用意周到なやつなら絶対に罠を張っている。そこに何の策もなしで飛び込むのは自殺行為だ。
Really teach you
If
too
Master at Ryudo Temple is that careful, there will certainly be a trap. It would be suicidal to go there without any plans.
I was hoping
Oh,
you'd...
that sounds so unlike you, Shiro.
I was really hoping we'd at least get to see who the master was. I swear if it's Issei.
遠坂の言う通り、せめて アーチャーが回復するまで待つべきだと思う。
As Tosaka says, he should at least wait until Archer is healed.
Can he?
そのような危険は当然です。初めから無傷で勝利を得ようなどと思ってはいません。
I would say he's not really having higher int, he just rolled a little bit better.
Such danger is normal. I have never expected to earn victory without getting hurt. Also, I think Saber's like used to just being able to power her way through things.
Yeah, she's not really used to being like the weaker of two foes. Or I guess she kinda is, considering some things.
That I don't know yet.
Also, the scene that references that is terrible.
Like, what kind of terrible?
It's the replacement for a porn scene.
Oh. Oh, is it the mana exchange one?
Yep, it was created by the 2006 anime.
I can't wait to get to it.
Yeah.
敵の罠が体を貫こうと、この首を渡さなければ戦える。
Even if the enemy traps pierce my body, I can fight as long as I do not give them my neck. Yeah, she's like... I can definitely see her in Ritz now.
どのような深手を負おうと、マスターさえ倒せればいいのではないのですか。
It is enough if we can beat the master, no matter what injury I bear.
バカ言うな。怪我をしてもいいなんて、そんな話があるか。
What? Don't say such stupid things. It's never okay to get hurt.
危険を承知で行くのはいい。けど、そんな特攻は馬鹿げてる。俺はマスターとして、セイバーにそんな危険な真似をさせられない。
It's fine to go knowing the danger, but such a suicidal attack is stupid. As your master, I can't let you do something so dangerous.
That's right. Going to the Ryudo Temple is certainly a suicide attack.
You're not my dad, Shiro. I'm gonna sneak out at 2 a.m. and go out the window.
There will be some obstacle on only the road heading to the temple.
On the only road.
The Old Town Road. It's fine to accept that and go, but heading there without any plans is suicidal, as we saw. Yep.
As we saw.
No matter how strong Saber is, she has me as a handicap. If she pushes herself in fights, and if the result is... I knew it. I knew it was going to be that picture. Just like what happened at that time. I can't agree to that.
何を言うかと思えば。
What are you saying?
いいですか、マスター。サーバントは傷を負うものです。
Oh, definitely wise.
Yeah.
Look, Master. Servants are meant to get hurt.
それを恐れて戦いを避けるなど、私のマスターには許しません。
I will not allow my master to avoid a fight in fear of that.
ああ、許されなくて結構だ。セイバーが無茶をするんなら何度だって止めるからな。
Doesn't matter if you don't allow it. If you're gonna push yourself, I'll stop you as many times as necessary.
それが嫌なら、さっさと体を治せって言うんだ。まだ傷が治りきってないんだろ、お前は。
If you don't want that, heal yourself quickly.
Is
You're not
this,
fully healed yet, right?
is this scene coming?
戦闘に支障はありません。傷を理由に戦いを先延ばしにするなどと、そのような気遣いは不要です。
It should not interfere with my fighting ability. There's no need to consider prolonging a battle due to my wound. Saber's will to fight does not change. Jeez, why doesn't she understand? Even after I tell her this much.
ああ、そうかよ。けどな、そう簡単にうなずけるか。
Okay, fine. But I can't agree that easily.
以前だってそれでセイバーはバーサーカーにやられちまったんだろ。無理を通して戦って、また俺もお前も共倒れなんて真似を繰り返すつもりか。
You lost to Berserker before. Are you gonna push yourself and fight and get both you and me defeated again?
冗談じゃない。俺はあんな無残に殺されるなんて二度とごめんだ。
Don't kid me. I don't want to be killed that miserably ever again.
So, I thought she would argue right back, but instead, she takes a breath and...
それを言うのは卑怯ではないですか、シロ。
Bringing that up is unfair, Shiro. She says...
Jumps in front of Berserker's attack. I never want that to happen ever again. Ever again. How dare you almost make that happen again? Oh, you mean the time you jumped in front of the attack? Yes.
She says, as if apologizing. And somehow that worked.
卑怯で悪かったな。
Sorry if I'm being unfair.
とにかく、こっちから仕掛けることはまだしないぞ。
But I won't be attacking anyone yet.
俺だって、竜道寺にいるマスターは放っておけない。けど、俺たちは戦える状態じゃない。こんなんで戦ってやられちまったら、それこそ誰が竜道寺のマスターを止めるんだ。
I can't just attack them. I can't just ignore the Master of Ryudo Temple either. But we're in no condition to fight. If we fight like this and lose, who will stop the Master at Ryudo Temple?
いいか。こっちから打って出るのは、お前の傷が治って万全の状態になってからだ。それに文句があるんなら、さっさと他のマスターを見つけてくれ。
Look, we'll be attacking only after your wound is healed and we're in perfect shape. If you have any complaints, go find yourself another master.
Aww.
わかりました。マスターがそういうのでしたら。
I understand. If Master says so. Ouch, oof, my heart. After answering in a quiet voice, Saber falls silent. Yeah, Shiro is actually really good here.
He was just using... he was just using, like, actual logical progression. Like, hey...
Another
logical
thing...
progression and literally lying.
I was like...
I don't want to get hurt.
I was like almost certain he was just gonna go back into the whole, oh, you're a girl, you shouldn't be going in there to fight.
Well, he was trying to convince her not to fight. He probably knows that won't do shit.
I really hope that this is like a progression that stays, but from what I've heard, it probably won't.
It bounces back and forth.
It's not a linear progression, I see.
It's more linear further in. But
I keep forgetting how we're not that far in.
yeah, we're like maybe like maybe like a quarter in now, maybe like a third in, somewhere around there.
Depends how many bad ends.
Yeah.
The conversation is over. Tosaka has returned to her room, and Saber returns to her room as well. Staying alone in the living room, I really regret what I did. No, it's too late already. I could have put it another way. So why? Why can I only convince her using words that make her look like that?
Because she's an idiot.
She has her bad moments. Oh, we made it to the next thing. No, this is a cutscene.
Yeah,
It's a quiet, windless night. Definitely isn't here. The time is past midnight.
Oh, yeah, this is the first interlude, isn't it?
Oh, did we not have one of these before?
I don't think we've ever had an interlude before. Interludes are where it follows a character other than Shiro, and usually not from the first person.
Oh? I wonder who this is. I swear to God, if it's fucking Shinji. There's nothing moving, and everything... and every living thing is asleep. A settled darkness. The town is like a dark sea that only has moonlight to illuminate it. I mean, we kind of had the prologue, but...
Yeah,
I just
Lancer played me to kill Shiro.
I want an interlude of Lancer just trying to live a normal day and literally everything going wrong.
Oh man, after all this is over, I gotta show you Carnival Phantasm.
What is that?
It's the gag anime series that has all of the Fate and Tsukihime characters in like slice of life situations.
Is Lancer's luck still shit?
Oh shit, right. A lot of that was based on Hollow Ataraxia stuff. But it's great. You'll have to see it.
I can't wait.
But there are so many spoilers.
Of course. Naturally. I mean, we don't even know several of the masters yet.
God, I almost want to see that as like an experiment where someone who has no Fate spoilers like goes into Fate just enough to get some context and then just watches Carnival Phantasm. They just be like, wait, what? Why is this that? What the fuck?
Just getting it from that specific show.
Yeah.
There's always Heaven's Feel spoilers.
No, HA is Hollow Ataraxia.
Oh. I'm thinking HF. The clouds are moving. There's no wind at ground level. But way up in the sky, the air is roaring and letting the overlapping clouds flow.
風が出るな。
There is some wind. Maybe she can hear the wind. Looking up at the wind in the sky, she mutters quietly. The one standing quietly in the yard, glaring at the sky, is a girl called Saber. Her golden hair is beautiful, even in the dark night, and her clear green eyes are watching the appearing and disappearing moon. She casts a glance over to the corner of the yard. There is an old shed, and her master is sleeping inside it.
あなたが戦わないというのならいい。
It does not matter if you say you do not want to fight. A clang. The echo of steel melts into the night without reaching anyone's ears. So did it make a sound? The moon disappears and reappears. In the instant the clouds in the sky float past, the girl's appearance is completely changed. Heavy, hard silver armor. Her figure, covered in blue clothes, is not something you can call a girl now. I don't know about that one, Chief. Impregnable defenses made from magical.
You could see that argued as, like, stating that she's no longer what you could call a human, but a servant, but,
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm still in Fate Shiro mindset.
No, it's... I'd award that one half a yike.
A half yike. Again, since it's not Shiro saying it, that's probably not what was meant by it.
It could also just be general Fate route energy seeping in.
That's true. I would really be curious to see a rewrite of the Fate route.
I want it so much.
Nasu, please. Oh, is it better in Japanese?
I would assume so, to be fully honest. To be fully honest? No, just like straight up, I would assume so. Like,
yeah, I could see it.
a lot of the like fan translation communities online in general exist around 4chan, so like...
Yeah, that explains a lot. And an invisible sword, hidden by magical energy beyond human levels. I've seen Arter's saber with the sword, so I know it isn't always invisible, but that's all I know.
Yep. You know what? I do have to say that this translation, like, I would expect a lot more of like slurs to come up if it were like, so like I honestly surprisingly high quality for like some of the, oh god, JoJo's.
Oh god, what? Oh, you mean the Duang translation?
Well, there's the Duang, but there was also like some other like /A scans.
Oh, and they had just slurs.
Yeah, one in particular. But yeah,
is it the one that
even? Yep, it's the one. That always
it's the
gets
one.
used. But yeah, no, like, I mean, I do have to. It's a very low bar that this passes. But there's still higher bars that it absolutely does not pass. Just need to fucking learn Japanese and then make my own translation.
You can even rewrite certain parts of it.
Or I could just focus on translating UBW in Heaven's Feel.
That's true as well.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I don't know much about the
Mirror
background.
Moon, that's right. That name sounds familiar.
That figure, said to be... Huh?
Sorry, no, go on.
Said to be invincible on the battlefield, proves their existence to this day. Yeah, we need to get through the Fate route. Even with the invisible sword, Her Majesty proves she is an excellent swordsman. That is why she is Saber. The one said to have the greatest power of the 7 servants. The hero of the sword.
I mean, like, Her
Majesty?
I mean, it could be a title. It could also just be like, Her Majesty proves. You know?
Okay.
I don't know. I mean...
Is this like a hint to Saber's identity or something?
I mean, it could be a spoiler if I said yes or no.
Then don't.
Or, I mean, also, if I said the other one, it could be like... I don't know.
A knight among knights, true to decorum, and acting on its master's orders. Whatever the other heroic spirits may be, she's an ideal swordsman who will not disobey her master. But that ends today. Oh shit!
Remember when I joked about Saber sneaking out at 2 a.m.?
I thought you were joking! Saber, no! Saber, no! Saber, stop it!
Saber?
Saber! Cease! She is hereby disobeying her master's orders. No, she is not disobeying her master. She has considered how to make her master win. And the result of her decision is this. You know, the funny thing is, she's probably better off going there without Shiro.
Yeah, probably.
Because Shiro's the weak point, right? Because if they kill Shiro...
100%.
If they kill Shiro, then she can no longer fight. But why, Saber?
それでは他のマスターに殺されるだけだ。
He is too easygoing. He'll just be killed by another master like this. But her master this time will not be able to fix his personality. So it will be her role to devote herself to being heartless. If the master is not going to fight, his sword will have to fight.
傷は癒えていない。マスターからの魔力供給も期待できない。
Watching himself. Or watching Shiro just like writhe in pain, doing the fucking metal rod into spine bullshit. It's like so easy going.
Just in the background. Ah! The wound is not healed yet. I cannot hope for a magical supply of energy for my master. From what I've heard, there's other ways to get magical energy. That's all I've been spoiled about.
What could you possibly be referring to? You couldn't possibly be referring to the thing that they make a joke about in the Magical Girl spinoff that's about 10-year-old girls.
Mollusks.
Oh, why did I watch that? I mean, no, I know why I watched that, and the answer is that they get Archer's power. But...
Yorokobe Shoujo.
Also, there's that.
I did see a compilation of every single Yorokobe shonen in the anime. No other spoilers, just that.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, I was gonna say there is also O Thunder Snow, which I've still not actually watched yet, but I have watched some clips from it, and oh, fucking shit, it looks amazing.
But still,
I also read the manga that it got adapted from. Like, I read that section.
But still, there will be no hindrance in battle. Confirming her own abilities, she returns her gaze to the moon. She has no more interest in the shed her master is sleeping in. Meanwhile, just intense screaming coming from the shed. As she has taken arms, the only thing in her is her will to defeat her enemy. I was trying to scroll up in chat and instead I scrolled up in the game. Yeah, as Wise said earlier. So Saber, do you like boys or girls? Saber, I like combat!
Just...
The moon glooms, just as large clouds cover the sky, or as a large cloud covers the sky. Saber jumps over the wall of the house. Just like when she cut Archer in half that one time. She runs through the darkness.
Just jumps over the wall, sees Archer again, is like, hey, I'm fully healed. Oh, God!
Hey Saber, how's it going?
I should have expected this.
Just jumps on top
Archer
of Reen
took
again.
amnesia. Archer took amnesia as a drawback. Saber took fatal prejudice as a drawback. Yeah, Archer took no memories. Saber took too many memories.
Too many memories that reinforce confidence specifically.
Reinforce confidence and lack of action leading to bad things happening.
I don't know all of her past yet, so I don't know any of it. Except that she was a fucking badass, that's all I know.
Well, that much is apparent just by looking at her. I mean, you know, Reen sees her for the first time. What's she think? Hot, but also because badass.
That's why she's hot. The Silver Knight runs through the sleeping town. Roll a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh, you think she's being stealthy?
Good point. There's only one destination. The Sacred Mountain on the outskirts of town. The Ryuru Temple is located on top of it. Even Saber understands how hard it will be to single-handedly kill the master at the temple.
Okay, she might be stealth checking.
Yep. With disadvantage, heavy armor. As Shiro says, it is obvious she will suffer great injury. In the worst case, she will be the one killed. She's just gonna like come back covered in blood and Shiro's gonna freak out until he learns that that's
You're
not
not
her blood.
Freddy now!
Yep, Saber's having a Shiro moment.
That's what I do like about this route, is that that's the contrast in this route. Is Saber and Shiro, they're the two. They're not contrast even, but like that's the... It rhymes, it's like poetry. That's the connection, is like... Look at these two dumbasses that share one brain cell that says fight, and then Shiro's got one brain cell that says, no, girl, pretty.
But what kind of a servant would she be if she couldn't do something like this? Yeah, I definitely get that read. The servant is supported by their superior abilities and their pride that they have built up. They have pride as heroes and confidence that they are the strongest who have fought many, many battles. She is a heroic spirit, passed down and honored from the ancient times, so defeat will not be acceptable, no matter who the enemy is. Especially if it's Shinji. Fuck that guy. No. Even imagining defeat is unforgivable. Even though some childish parts remain, she is no exception. Because she is crowned with the name Saber, she cannot ignore her pride. Her pride will not allow her to just observe when faced with an enemy. Therefore, she will not falter, no matter what kind of trap is waiting. And all she can do is challenge by herself. If they say there is no chance of victory, she will create one with her own sword. This is some Gurren Lagann shit. I love it. The thing is, it doesn't work in
Lagann shit, but it's in the world of Evangelion.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the thing about Gurren Lagann is that actually works there.
Well, yeah, they can convert their determination into power. Shiro just converts his determinations into more wounds.
He's filled with determination, but it doesn't do anything.
No, it gets him killed. A lot.
Determination is poison. The sword in her hand is a fine sword that has defeated many foes. Defeated many swords. Just imagining she's having a duel with someone, she just chops her sword in half. She's like, okay, I'm done here.
Would you do that to someone else's baby? Do you mean, would I smash a baby into another baby to see if one baby broke the other baby? I mean, probably not.
As she has the invisible air, there is nothing for her to fear. Is that a name drop?
Well, no. That's the one noble phantasm you know about.
She runs through
if
the
you go to
mountain.
the status screen, it's the one there.
Noble phantasm. Oh yeah,
That one. Boundary
the
Field of
title's
the
there.
Wind King, Invisible Air. Yeah.
We know a little bit about our Lancers too.
It's Gay Bulge.
What awaits her after the mountain pass are great stone stairs. Deja vu, I have been in this place before.
これは
This is certainly... This is different from the Ryudo temple she remembers. The air is stagnant. The wind is dead. The ley line of the land is already contaminated. This place is a land of death. Once entered, one will not be able to exit alive. But there is no hesitation.
See, she and Shiro are perfect for each other.
Yeah,
That's what this route is trying to tell you.
perfect to die for each other. Saber's speed does not drop one bit as she runs up the steps. She runs through the scene, The sound of her kicking the stone steps echoes in the air, and the mountain starts to squirm noisily. They are long stairs.
Ryder just looks on. It's like, all right. So when she goes in and it's just Shiro left out here. Oh, damn.
Oh, also, by the way, Shinji just got even worse.
Planning an ambush by telling him about the other servant location.
Yup.
Yep.
That guy
Oh,
sounds like a
shit.
fucker. That fucker.
Fuck that guy.
The temple gate is far away, even for Saber, who's running like an arrow. I don't know, maybe it's a bow. To run such a long distance without being detected is impossible. There will certainly be a surprise attack. The gate should not be easily reached. Yeah, definitely. I mean, also whoever controls Caster. Unless Shinji has 2 servants, which... Please don't let me be right about this.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
But no matter what scheme awaits, the only thing to do is defeat it and advance. Nothing can stop her now. Even if Berserker appears, she will break through it. Yet, Saber would fit really well in Gurren Lagann.
Let me see. Roll deception. Oh, that's a nat 20 to lie to myself.
That is the product of her determination and confidence. Saber feels so complete that she can break through any obstacle. And at the top, when she's about to reach the temple gates, that obstacle appears.
I'll take this one.
Who is this? What? Saber stops. Even she, determined to beat any enemy, is surprised by this enemy. A natural motion. First off, I fucking love that character design.
Yup.
Holy shit. A natural motion. The Galient figure of the man that appears is far too lacking in enmity and unbelievably free of any openings. Also, that sword is fucking huge.
Yup.
Is this Assassin?
貴様
You. Stopping, Saber readies her invisible sword. The man with the moon at his back wards off Saber's killing intent, as if it were just a light breeze.
侍か
A samurai. She must be surprised by an opponent she's heard of, but never seen before. Her second Holy Grail war. Even for she, who had seen many heroic spirits, this is a first for a servant like this. Are we just seeing 3 servants in one place? Does Shinji have 3 servants? He better fucking not.
I mean, you know, he may not. I might just be laughing at the absurd suggestion.
Sweat forms on Saber's brow. Not because of fear, but because it is incomprehensible. It's not that as if there hasn't been a strange servant like him before. There should be no servant more mysterious and suspicious than Archer from last time. Oh man, the best part of this for you guys is probably watching, like, just all my batshit theories that turn out to be correct.
It's pretty great.
Also, one of the better parts of DMing.
Yep.
In comparison to that, the servant in front of her has no fearful aspect, nor a fearful weapon. I mean, it's a pretty big weapon. That is why it is strange. Nothing can be felt from the man. There's no doubt that he's a servant, but there's no sense of any magical energy, nor a hero's noble phantasm. So beating him should be easy. That's a terrible assumption. It is true that this match would be over in one blow. But her instincts tell her this. Do not underestimate him.
Yeah, he's the weakest enemy. He can only deal 1 damage.
Is this the Ralph Sands? Is this the Sands of Fate?
Probably not to the same degree, and by probably, I mean I am putting that in there to neither confirm nor deny it.
I mean, you already confirmed it a little bit.
It's the same general idea, but that's what it's just saying right here.
The servant has a way to seize a certain kill.
That's right. That's right. It's literally her instinct skill.
She cannot approach. It could be said that the range of the man's weapon, the Japanese katana, is hard to judge. But above it all, Saber's location is at a disadvantage. Yeah, he has the high ground.
Oh, damn it. Alright, clip this moment and know that there's a joke that I want to make in the future.
Now I'm interested. Above and below the stairs. There's about 5 meters between them. She would certainly receive that sword before she could run up and rush him. But nothing can be felt from that sword. It should be easy to repel it. So she should not hesitate and rush in. But Saber instinctively understands she cannot close in without care. She adjusts her stance slightly and glares at the enemy in front of her. His identity is unknown, but she should at least determine the class of this samurai.
Kiko, その身はいかなるサーバントか?
I ask of you, which servant are you? Saber asks, not expecting an answer. With a smile.
アサシンのサーバント、佐々木小次郎。
Servant assassin, Sasaki Kojiro.
Oh, I love his design so much. He looks so cool.
Which means now that you've seen Castor in that dead end, you have seen every servant in the war once, I believe.
Yep.
Like, you know all their designs.
Also, the first 4 notes of Megalovania were just played. Because apparently he sins.
It's like, hey, what's your name? It's like, Sasaki Kojiro. It's like, oh shit, well I guess I'm glad that I asked. Man, why don't we ever just try that more often? Just ask who the enemy servant is. They might just tell you. But, yeah.
Yeah, apparently. If this is the stands of this route, Saber should probably run. Or are we about to have a bad time? This is gonna eventually...
It's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna tell you who I am. I don't give a shit. That won't change anything.
Is this gonna eventually lead to me drawing him as Sans?
Just draw him enjoying some sake with Sans.
Well, Sans will just be drinking ketchup, obviously.
Ketchup out of a sake cup.
No one will know.
Yeah.
The servant says so, as if singing. A blade singer? What? It's only natural for Saber to be surprised. Servants should hide their identities.
Oh shit, she was just being smarmy by asking.
She has been known to do that.
And he just completely threw her off prep. Like, off balance. Just like... Yeah, fuck it. I'm Sasaki Kojiro, assassin servant of this war. Just like, what? Why did you tell me that? Did he just lie to me? What is he doing? What the fuck?
Where in the world did you find a servant that just comes out with himself? With it himself. What are you?
何をとは無粋だな。
What are you?
立ち会いの前に名を明かすのは当然であろう。それがそなたのように見目麗しい相手ならばなおのこと。だというのに、そのような顔をされるとは心外であった。
It's rude to ask like that. It's only natural to name oneself before a match, is it not? All the more so if the opponent is a fair one, such as you are. I would not expect you to make a face like that.
Assassin. The man who called himself Sasaki.
Sasaki.
And the last name? Kojiro? Sasaki Kojiro. Sasaki Kojiro. Continues as if enjoying Saber's confusion.
Yeah, Saber didn't just nat 20 her charisma roll. She just said it, got out the die, and the DM's like, no. This motherfucker.
He doesn't give a fuck. Saber surely does not know. That this servant is a swordsman who wielded a katana called Monohoshizao. Monohoshizao, and was often rumored to have no match in this large world. So many powerful servants.
I mean, that's basically the thing that I told you at the start of this whole thing, which is like, basically every servant in this war has an angle where you can be like, well, technically this person is like, technically the strongest of the war. Yup.
So, what is the weakest stand, basically?
No, because that's like every stand has its usage. This is like, oh yeah, you get to pick your heroes from history. Are you going to pull up like, well, here's like John Bateman. He like stopped a robbery one time. No, you're gonna be like, here's Hercules. Here's Ku Cullen. Like,
here's Toby Fox. Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious. It makes me wonder who our modern heroes would be. Fuck, would we even have any?
I mean, the thing about servants is that they have to do some like legendary shit, and that's just less. That's a lot less common the further you get in the world.
Less magic
Also,
and all.
Yeah, it's because like it's basically a rule in the Nasuverse that older is better.
I actually feel like modern heroes would more be fictional.
Yeah, and that's getting a fictional hero is a weird, complex thing to get in the Grail War.
I really want to see it though. No. What? Would that change even if she knew? His birth is unknown, and even his existence is uncertain. His story was only told through word of mouth. There was only one who knew the existence of the swordsman. That being the worthy rival of the shared skilled swordsman. The one being his only enemy who defeated the man called Sasaki Kojiro? Kojiro.
Sasuke Kojiro.
Sasuke Kojiro.
Sasuke.
Sasuke Kojiro. Sasaki Kojiro. I will get it.
It's fine. You'll get it. Just stop calling him Sasuke.
He is very much not Sasuke.
The K is like when it's usually for names that have like UKE and not AK.
Fucking Sasuke. One cannot call this person a hero.
Yeah.
The servant assassin, Sasaki Koiju, is an existence quite unlike Saber.
Kojiro.
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 Basically, pretend that the U at the end of an OU name just makes the O long.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that, like with Shiro.
Yep.
Because Shiro would sound kind of weird.
It does, and I've heard that so many times.
What servant would know the skills of a swordsman who's usually not treated as a hero? But there are only two truths in front of her right now. That this man in front of her is an enemy, is her enemy, and that he has given her his name.
参りました。名乗られたからには、こちらも名乗り返すのが騎士の礼です。
You have me. It is the etiquette of a knight for me to introduce myself if I have am given your name. Am I got to get Saber's name dropped?
Saber just fucks up. It's like, what's your name? Oh, here's my name. Fuck.
Saber's voice in reply is heaven or heavy. No, it's heavenly.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
For her, it is too risky to state her true name. Okay, thank God she's smarter. She cannot reveal her true name no matter what torture she receives, and she has no intention of revealing it. But that is only for the sake of victory. She cannot disgrace the faith of the knight for such a thing.
小次郎と言いましたね。
You called yourself Kojiro?
アサシンのサーバントよ。私は。
Servant assassin, I am.
よい。名乗れば名乗り返さねばならぬ相手であったか。
Stop. I see. You are the kind that must introduce yourself in return if given my name.
いや、無粋な真似をしたのは私であった。
No. It was I who was rude.
Clank. Assassin descends the stairs elegantly and confronts Saber.
そのようなことで敵を知ろうとは思わぬ。我らにとって敵を知るにはこの刀だけで十分であろう。
I do not intend to know my enemy like that. For us, these swords shall be enough to know our enemies.
違うか、セイバーのサーバントよ。
Am I wrong, Servant Saber?
Fucking love him.
Look at that fucking wink!
Fucking
Look
love
at the,
him.
like... Look at the fucking one eye open!
I love this
Motherfucking...
guy.
Ah!
Everyone is so smug and I love it.
He's not even, like, being smug entirely. Like, he's just being polite. Like, actually, even.
So cool.
I'd say he's being less smug and more flirtatious.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. I could definitely see why he'd be a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Fucking love this guy and he just got introduced. Also, you just know that purple is my favorite color, so.
Yep.
It became so prevalent in our D&D campaign that you guys named your guild Murasaki. I still remember when you guys first brought it up. You're like, there's a lot of purple in this campaign. What?
そう驚くこともあるまい。貴様の持つそれが何であるかは分からぬが、身にまとった殺気は剣士のもの。
Should not be that surprising. Do not know what it is you are holding. The pressure on your body is that of a swordsman.
目がくらむほどの美しい剣気。その貴様がセイバー以外の何者であろうか。
That dazzlingly beautiful aura of swordsmanship. Who else could you be but Saber?
God, if Shinji is also his master, I'm gonna cry.
They do both have purple hair. Or like
no!
Blue hair, rather.
Don't even make me think about it.
See, Shinji is technically also Lancer's master, allowing him to have 4 servants simultaneously.
No. I know Shinji's at least working with these people. Another step. Assassin descends the stairs and directs the point of his sword at Saber.
神明など知らずともよい。ただ、セイバーというサーバントがこの刃に破れるだけの話だ。
I do not care about your true name. There will only be the fact that Servant Saber suffered defeat by my sword.
言葉で語るべきことなど皆無。もっとより、サーバントとはそういうものであろ
う。There is nothing to discuss. From the beginning, servants are such beings, are they not?
The swordsman smiles happily.
なるほど。それは確かにその通りです。
You see. Certainly, that is true. Answering, she readies her sword close to her.
それでよい。
That is good.
では、果たし合おうぞ、セイバー。
Then, let us duel, Saber.
サーバント随一と言われるその剣に、しかと見せてもらわねばな。
I must see your sword skills said to be the best among all servants.
Fuck, and she doesn't even know that there's another servant here. There's 2 other servants here. I have a feeling Shiro's about to lose a command spell. The silver light jumps. Hardness and softness. The fight between 2 very different swordsmen begins under the moonlight. I was expecting interlude out. Oh, it's Shiro time.
Status and weapon screen up. Updated. You gotta go to abilities.
Ah, there we go. Oh, I just love his design so much.
Alignment neutral evil.
Look at that luck stat.
Look at that agility stat.
Holy shit.
It does seem super weird, right? Like, neutral evil. I mean, I guess depending on how you look at, like, the evil alignment, like...
Like, is he not evil?
I mean, I'm not exactly the most up on, like, Sasuke Kojiro's backstory. Like, the story of the character. Yeah, like... He seems a lot more, like, neutral. Like...
Oh, he's so cool.
Probably chaotic neutral. Although, I guess, like, if you look at evil in, like, what someone is willing to do. Honestly, he also seems a little more lawful. Just from what I know about him.
No, we still don't have anything on Caster, because that was a bad end.
Because, yeah, when you got info on her, you fucking died.
Oh, we have even more. We have even more. Oh yeah, the sword just didn't look massive, it just actually was.
Yep.
Yep, 90 centimeter long sword.
Oh no, Hoshizawa.
I mean, it's not 20 feet though.
Yeah. Oh shit, he has Mind's Eye Fake? That makes sense.
I can't decide if he's definitely in the top 4 designs I've seen here.
Oh.
So cool.
He's so good. And I also like the idea that they wrote him from the standpoint of neutral evil, because I like evil characters that aren't just, like, utter dicks. And aren't even necessarily, like, all that villainous.
Like, they just want to do what they want to do. They're not, like, out to hurt people. They just only hurt people if they get in their way.
Yeah, something like that, kind of. Like... Oh. Oh, yeah.
He's so cool.
That's right. He just got fucked over in their duel.
Oh yeah, we still don't know what happens.
Oh, I mean in his history. I do remember that they had a duel and that he got. Yeah, as Wise said, his rival showed up late and surprised him and caved his head in with a wooden oar from a rowboat.
What? A rowboat? That's how he died?
Yup.
An oar from a rowboat?
Yup.
Imagine just, like, being this legendary hero and that being how you die.
That poor boy.
That oar boy. I wake up with a burning pain in my chest. I feel like I've had an ominous dream.
There were swords. Swords.
And what was... Oh, no, just more swords.
I think I saw a sheath in there somewhere.
Nope, that was just another sword. My body is sweating, even though it's winter and I'm breathing hard.
What? My chest hurts.
Feels like my head is hot, or heart is hot.
Heart.
Heart. He's not troubled right now.
Got a little case of the heart head. Head heart.
No. It's... We're like forcibly having heat driven into my heart from outside.
Outside.
A small doubt, but probably a correct one. Before I think what it could be, my body starts to run.
Saber,
Saber, you hear?
But nobody came. I run into the room.
I mean, in this version of the route, that's a correct sentence.
Nice. I open the shoji and rush into the room. Saber should be sleeping in.
She's not here. Don't tell me she
fucking did it. No, it has to be. If she's not here, then she must have gone to Ryodo Temple by herself.
Idiot. Why? They're not fully healed, so why?
I'm so angry it gives me a headache. Why doesn't she obey me? I didn't say I don't want to fight. I just... didn't want her to be hurt like that. Nothing will happen sitting here. I have to hurry to Ryodo Temple. I can't let Saber fight alone. No, I don't know what good I'll even be there if I go there. But there should be something I'm able to do. Command spell? That's gonna be about 5 or 6 oofs, maybe. I'll throw in a 7th. You have to read that, oh right. You have to read that.
So, with conviction. With conviction. Jeez, you're a girl, so be more docile. Okay, done. I'm done. I did that. I'm done with that one. Let's move on.
Fucking Shiro. Ugh. Fate Shiro just came back in full force. Yeah, remember when I said he was getting better?
That was before Saber was in danger.
I run. Yeah, run away from that line you just said. I run outside without changing, take out the bike near the entrance, and start to pedal with all my might.
Wait, no.
I go downhill with no brakes. About 40 minutes to the Yodo Temple, even if I hurry. I don't know when Saber left, but I have time to catch up to her. And every minute counts. Fucking sucks, Shiro.
Episodes are 22 minutes, so it would be 2 episodes.
Just 2 episodes of Shiro biking. And grunting, I assume.
Obviously.
The points of
Just 2
the
episodes of... That's it, go on.
the points of the swords cross. Also, this music.
The Lightning Swordsman.
Oh, is this his theme?
This is his theme.
I need to remember this. The swords are swung many times. Numerous blows. The sword and katana repel each other, scattering sparks. Just look at this picture.
It's a good-ass picture.
If it was the right
Full
size,
on
this is just wallpaper material right here. Fuck, it kind of still is.
Each of the servants.
It kind of
I
still
guess Saber is gold and blue. Yeah.
I just love this picture so much.
It's so good.
Assassin, positioned above, does not retreat even a step. I mean, he has the high ground. And Saber, trying to ascend the stairs, is unable to draw nearer and uselessly wastes time and spirit. Ha! Saber rushes in again. Assassin swings his long sword without difficulty and defends completely against Saber's charge. No, it isn't as simple as defending. If Saber's sword is lightning, Assassin's sword is a hurricane. Which is ironic, considering the theme title. Even though it does not match Saber in speed or power, its elastic tracks parry Saber's every blow. Elastic? Is it a floppy sword?
No, it's like the it's referring to, I'd assume, like the pattern and movements being like he's using her speed against her kind of thing.
I see. That would
specifically, the counter increases speed and flows towards Saber's neck like a strong wind. He's using her swings to build up speed for 12 milliseconds and go straight for her neck.
in a different QPU, of course.
He's trying to Q misalign her neck.
From her head. When Saber steps in again after avoiding that attack, the sword she has avoided comes at her again in no time. In contrast to the straight path Saber's sword takes, Assassin's sword takes a curved path. Assassin's blade is graceful, but since it moves in an arc, it does not take the shortest route. The Fate route.
Actually, I think UBW is a little shorter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he shouldn't be able to make it in time against Saber's sword, moving in a straight line. But there's something about Assassin that reduces that difference to 0. It's Saber grunt time. The charge stops. Her sword won't make it in time against his sword's counterattack. She steps back, knowing the only way she can avoid it is to retreat. Assassin's swordplay is fascinatingly beautiful, but at the same time, it's so fast that it's hard to follow. Is that contradiction because of Assassin's skill, or the unfavorable position of attacking someone on higher ground? Without a definite answer, she avoids the sword pursuing her and parries the point trying to pierce her neck. When she notices, she has retreated a few more steps. It's such a long sword. It should be easy to go inside on him once she'd parried it away. Once. But she somehow cannot manage to do so. The enemy's excellent skill and the definitely disadvantageous ground. Saber bites her lips, thinking she would not have this much trouble with that longsword on flat ground. Something tells me she's wrong about that.
It is indeed hard to fight against. I did not imagine an invisible sword would be this troublesome.
Ooh, troublesome. Assassin does not move.
Oh, he's definitely getting turned on by this.
I had a feeling. Hey, they both.
Explore.
They're both into combat.
Crazy about it.
For him, this is only a battle of defense. He has no need to chase the retreating Saber without reason, nor forsake his advantage of higher ground.
I think this is the first time you've ever seen a katana, is it not?
I guess it would be, right?
Yep.
それをここまで防ぐとは嬉しいぞ、セイバー。
My sword is a heresy, and it will slice the head of one of average skill. I'm happy you have blocked this much, Saber.
加えて打ち込みも素晴らしい。その勝負でこれほどの剣撃を行うからには、さぞ鍛え抜かれた全身であろう。
And on top of that, your drive is marvelous. You are able to do so much with that small body of yours. Your body must indeed be well trained.
Oh yeah, he's totally troubled by this.
I think he's at peace with it.
As he has no need to keep attacking, Assassin observes Saber calmly. His sword wavers, losing strength. She cannot charge as if that is an opening. There are no stances for that man. He can only use that long a sword if he can swing it from any position.
どうした？これで終わりというわけではあるまい。その不可視の剣、見かけ倒しではなかろうに。
What? It cannot be that. It cannot be that this is the end. That invisible sword is not just mere. That invisible sword is not just mere show, is it not? That's a mouthful.
From Wise in chat, I'm somewhat surprised that Sasuke X Saber isn't an actual ship in the fandom.
Well, I mean, especially if it's a Go that made everyone like him. Like, I imagine they don't interact quite as much in air.
Like they're both combat.
Here it is.
They're both troubled by combat, so I could see it. Not as much as Rin and Saber, but and the beginnings of Shiro and Saber. Although Fate Shiro needs to stop being Fate Shiro first. He really needs to stop being Fate Shiro. That line from earlier. The one you had to read.
You know why? This is not a good introduction.
Ha! Quit your impudent talk.
Oh yeah, he's getting her angry by being kind of almost smarmier than her.
She's like, wait, that's my thing.
Yeah, like, they meet, and she's like, oh, what's your name, man? And he's just like, Sasuke Kojiro. Just like,
what?
You don't just say that, what are you doing?
Probably, I'm not sure if it's my favorite Saber moment, but it's up there, which is like, I don't know, maybe it's a bow.
Unbeknownst to her, earlier that day, Lancer's like, alright Archer, pull out your bow. Runs at him with two swords, like, wait.
Excuse me, what the fuck? You've messed with the natural order.
Archer's using swords and Saber's using bows. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
The sword and katana clash. Or
Yes.
crash.
当たりだ。
Same thing.
Alright, I am correct.
The longsword stops in empty space. Assassin smiles and looks at his sword, blocking the invisible sword. Parries her sword, and Saber defends herself from the blow to her neck. Even Saber knows that it's because of her invisible sword that she's able to block Assassin's unfamiliar techniques. The invisible sword confuses the opponent's senses in both offense and defense. That is why Assassin does not follow through too much, as he does not know how long Saber's sword is. It is too dangerous for Assassin to close in on her. If Assassin ever goes to attack Saber, that will be when... Ha! Saber tries to smash Assassin's head. No, that blow. It's perfectly dodged by Assassin, who merely retreats a bit.
よし、 これで目測はついたな。刀身3尺余り、幅は4寸といったところか。形状は、セイバーの名の通り、典型的な西洋の剣だな。
Alright, I see it now. The blade is roughly 3 shaku, 90 centimeters, long, and 4 sun wide, 12 centimeters. The shape is... like your name, Saber. It is a typical Western sword.
Yeah, Wise. Right now I'm more looting Reen and Saber.
Yeah, God, like honestly, I don't... I don't really buy Saber and Shira that much, at least as it's written here, definitely. Like...
I mean, we could probably buy it if it got a rewrite.
Maybe. Like, there's something there that can be made out of it, but like...
They're almost too similar.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
Oh, I really want to see what it'd be like if Reen actually got Saber. Write that fanfiction.
Oh. Yep.
They did have some, like, cute moments, but those could even be platonic.
Yeah, easily.
He talks calmly, but it does not even need to be said how good his judgment is. Saber's blows are too fast to perceive, even if the sword can be seen. But not only does he defend against the invisible sword, but he has figured out its shape.
信じられない。何の魔術も使わず、満足に打ち合ってもいないというのに、私の剣を測ったのですか、あなたは。
I cannot believe it. You've measured my sword without using any magic, nor exchanging blows with me.
ほう、驚いたか。だが、こんなものは大道芸であろうよ。邪剣使いゆえ、このような技ばかり上手くなる。
Oh? Are you surprised? This is just a street performance. As I am an unorthodox sword user, I only improve on such techniques.
なるほど。私の一撃をまともに受けず、ただ払うだけがあなたの戦いだった。邪剣使いとは、その逃げ腰から来た俗称ですか。
I see. It was your way of fighting, not to meet any of my blows, but parry them. I see the term unorthodox comes from how much of a coward you are.
いいや、まともに打ち合わぬ無礼は許せ。
No, no. Forgive my rudeness in not locking blades with you.
何しろこの長刀だ。打ち合えば折れるは必定。お主としては力勝負こそが基本なのだろうが、こちらはそうはいかぬ。その剣と組み合い、力を競い合うことはできん。
I have this long sword. It will break if I fight off your sword. It must be your style to compete in power, but I cannot do so. I cannot lock blades with you and compete strengths with you.
もとより、刀というものはそういう
That
ものだ。
wink.
The katana is always such a sword.
The return of a wink.
西洋の剣はその重さと力で物を叩き切る。
Western swords cut with their weight and power.
だが、我らの刀は速さと技で物を断ち切るのだ。
But our blades cut with speed and technique.
Again, that just makes your D&D katana homebrew work so much better. That basically describes it.
Oh, I'm sorry, but just coming out of nowhere and talking about my D&D katana homebrew and the fact that I've actually made one.
It's really good.
I have a modicum of self-awareness and enough pride to say yes, it is good. I fucking cracked that shit.
I mean, it's either from Fate or Loading Ready Run.
Ah. My two genders.
Oh my god.
戦いが噛み合わぬのは道理であろう。
It's no wonder our fighting styles are mismatched, is it not?
I remember you were telling me there was like so much behind Assassin.
まあしかし、これではいささか興がそがれる。
There's so many things. Well, this is somewhat unentertaining.
That was extremely
もう
entertaining.
良い頃合いだぞ、セイバー。いい加減手の内を隠すのはやめにしろ。
Now's a good time, Saber. Stop hiding your true powers.
Ah, the classic stop holding back moment.
Yup.
アサシン、私があなたに手加減しているとでも。
Assassin, are you saying that I'm going easy on you?
していないとでも言うのか。何のつもりかは知らんが、剣を鞘に収めたまま戦とは舐められたものだ。私程度では
What?
本気を出すまでもないということか。
Are you saying you're not? I do not know your intentions, but you are taking me lightly fighting with your sheath on. You telling me that I am not worthy to fight seriously?
It has a sheath? Wait, how did she slice Archer in half then?
It's a sharp sheath.
Oh yeah, the sheath is also another sword.
ほう。それでも応じないという顔だな。
Still seems as if you'll not comply with my request.
It's weird because Saber always gives me that "how dare you hold back" vibe.
What's that they say about what's the psychological term? Transference?
お前が出し惜しみをするのなら
Projection.
先に我が秘剣をお見せしよう。
His secret technique.
Fine. Then this is it. If you are unwilling to do so, I will show you my secret technique first.
Saying
Yep,
so.
wise. I also just had that realization. Or I guess maybe not also just had, but
I
yeah.
mean, Shiro does that, but I'm assuming there's spoilers
Shiro's-
involved.
Shiro's the fucking best at projection.
That's the most Shiro has ever shiroed.
Shiro took a fucking feat on his character sheet to help him project more.
I can't believe we're making you a homebrew feat so you can be more like Shiro. Saying so, the swordsman with the long sword comes down next to Saber. What? To relinquish his advantage of being overhead is the same as losing for Assassin. Assassin is certainly a skilled swordsman, but that is only with the conditions of these geographical features. If they are on the same level, if they are to fight on the same level, it is possible for Saber to repel Assassin's attack and slash his neck. But Assassin would know this as well. So why? This music is back!
Be ready, or you will die, Saber.
Something tells me she isn't. Saber's instincts react to that voice. He's telling the truth. Noble Phantasm time?
Kinda.
Kinda? It is not advantageous at all for Saber that Assassin has come down. The instincts that have got her through numerous battles warn her of her misunderstanding. Oh shit, what's gonna happen? She readies her sword at once. There's no time to hesitate. She only has to attack with her sword before Assassin swings his longsword.
Yeah, you just have to beat him in initiative. That's likely. Huh?
There's about 3 meters of distance between them. With Saber trying to charge in, Assassin stands ready. That is the stance of a swordsman that is not yet shown in this battle.
Secret technique.
Saber charges in. Interesting name there. The longsword is useless now. As long as she's inside its range, its length will backfire. But
Tsubame Kaishi!
Such logic does not exist with the swordsman. The lightning strikes. An evil strike that attacks with speed and overwhelming Saber. But it is not as if Saber cannot block such an attack. She moves her attacking sword into defense and she repels Assassin's full power attack. Got it! Even Assassin will have an opening if that attack is repelled. In the small instant where she tries to slice Assassin's stomach. In that instant, Saber trusts her instincts and rolls down the stone steps. She rolls down as if fleeing. Oh, if she has to run, this is gonna hurt for her.
Yup.
She doesn't even soften her landing.
Pick your poison.
Yep.
Sorry.
Saber spins her body frantically and rolls down the stairs without killing her speed. Saber stops rolling and stands back up. She stares at the swordsman, standing calmly.
Oh, かわしたか我が被験。さすがはセイバー。ツバメなどとは格が違う。
Oh, you've dodged my secret technique. As expected of Saber, you are unlike the swallow.
信じられない。今のはまさか。
I don't believe it. That it can't be.
何？そう大した芸ではない。たまさかツバメを切ろうと思いつき、身についただけのものだからな。
No, it is nothing much. It's just something I thought of when considering how to hit swallows.
He raises his long sword a little, as if to trace the movement of the technique that inspired fear in Saber.
見えるか、セイバー。
Can you see it, Saber?
ツバメはな、風を受けて刀を避ける。早かろうが遅かろうが関係はない。どのような刀であろうと、大気を震わさずには触れぬであろう。連中はその震えを感じ取り、飛ぶ方向を変えるのだ。
Swallows avoid the sword by feeling the wind. It does not matter how fast your sword is. You cannot swing a sword without shaking the air, correct? The swallows feel this shaking and change their direction of flight.
Wise is right. Saber did do a Dark Souls roll.
Shit, too many. Gotta use iframes.
故に、どのような一撃であれ、ツバメを立つことはできなかった。所詮刀など一本線に過ぎぬ。縦横に空を行くツバメを捉えられぬは道理よな。
So no one could kill the swallows with one blow, no matter what kind of blow it was. Sword is only a straight line after all. It is only natural for it to be unable to apprehend the swallow, which can move vertically and horizontally.
ならば、逃げ道を囲めばいいだけのこと。
Thus, you only have to surround its escape route.
一の太刀でツバメを襲い、風を読んで避けるツバメの逃げ道を続く二の太刀で取り囲む。
Use one blow to attack the swallow, and use your second blow to catch the escaping swallow as it reads the wind.
しかし連中は素早くてな。この長刀ではまず二の太刀が間に合わん。ことを成したければ一息のうち、ほぼ同時に行わなければならなかったが、そのような真似は人の技ではない。
But they are fast. The second blow cannot come in time with this longsword. If I wanted to get the swallows, I'd have to do both attacks at about the same time. But such a thing is beyond human abilities. I accepted such a thing was impossible, but...
あいにくと他にやることもなかったのでな。
Unfortunately, I had nothing else to do.
一年寄進に通じるというが、気がつけばこの通りよ。
They say determination is key to success, but when I noticed, it was like this.
ツバメを立つというくだらぬ思いつきは、複数の立ち筋で牢獄を作り上げる秘剣となった。
A worthless idea to kill a swallow became a secret technique that creates a prison with many slashes.
In her mind, Saber disagrees with Assassin's words. It's wrong. The technique is not as simple as that. About the same time? No. The two blows came at exactly the same time. Assassins. Sasaki Kojo's.
Sasaki.
Sasaki Kojo's. Kojiro. Long sword.
Sasaki Kojiro.
Sasaki Kojiro. His long sword doubled its existence just for that instant.
奇襲はゼルレッジ。何の魔術も使わず、ただ剣技だけで宝具の域に達したサーバント。
Multi-dimensional refraction phenomenon. Kistur Zelrich, a servant that is Kistur? A servant.
Sorry.
A servant that has reached the level of a noble phantasm with mere skill. He doesn't have a noble phantasm?
He doesn't have a noble phantasm.
It's
he
just his
has
skill.
A secret technique that he made because he was so fucking bored that he just kept trying to kill swallows over and over again.
That's actually how it happened? I thought that was just an analogy.
Nope.
That's actually how that happened.
As Wise said in the chat, he was so fucking bored that he became a good sword... that he became such a good swordsman that he broke reality.
Fucking absolute mad lad.
See, all he had to do to kill the swallow was swing twice at the same time. It's simple.
That fact is what should be admired. That one blow made it clear. Sasaki Kojiro does not have a noble phantasm like heroic spirits have. He has only his demonic technique, made possible by his godlike skill. So, in other words, he got good.
He got good. He's the real Dark Souls now.
It is impossible, but this mere human is equal to the heroic spirits armed with noble phantasms.
だが足場が悪かったな。ツバメ返しの軌跡は本来3つ。もうわずかに広ければ横の一撃も加えられたのだが。
He's a
The
min-maxer.
foothold was bad. The Tsubame Gaishi originally has 3 slashes. If this place were a bit wider, I could have added the vertical slash as well.
Yep, he's a min-maxer.
He
そうでしょうね。
just threw all of his
そうでな
points
けれ
in
ば
one
不完全
thing.
です
I would assume so. It would not be effective without that.
全てが同時であるならミノたちはどうしても遅くなるそれを補うために横方向への離脱を阻む三の太刀があるはずだ
If everything is to happen at the same time, the second blow has to be slower. To compensate for that, there should be a third vertical attack to prevent the opponent from dodging sideways.
いい飲み込みの速さだ。だからこそ我が危険をかわしたか。
You catch on quickly. That must be why you were able to avoid my secret technique.
素晴らしいぞ、セイバー。
You are wonderful, Saber.
このような属性に呼び出された我が身を呪ったが、それも今宵まで。生前では叶わなかった立ち会い。我が被験を存分に振る舞える殺し合いができるのならば、呼び出された甲斐があるというもの。
I've cursed myself for being summoned in this world, but that will end tonight. If I'm able to battle someone I can fully use my secret attacks on, it is well worth being summoned.
He is troubled. Assassin readies his sword once again and comes down the stairs. He must be after Saber's neck. Saber's not confident if she will be able to avoid that secret technique again. Like Lancer's Gaibolg, Assassin's Tsubame Gaishi is something that cannot be allowed to begin. Tsubame Gaishi. I got one right! Woo!
Tsubame Gaishi.
No, unlike Gaibolg. That allows you to find a countermeasure once you find out. It will go for the heart. There are no possible counters for Assassin's secret technique, even when you know about it.
Do it in a place where he doesn't have room to do all of it?
If there's a countermeasure, It is only to not let him use it. Yep, pretty much. To beat it. Or that. To beat it, she must attack him with her strongest blow before Assassin uses that technique.
なるほど。確かに手加減など許される相手ではなかったようだ。
I see. Certainly, you're not someone I can go easy on. She lowers her arms. Oh shit, is it time for the sword reveal? She lowers her sword as if to stick it into the ground. She glares at Assassin, who is approaching her.
ほう、そうか。ようやくその気になったか、セイバー。
So are you finally ready to do so?
Assassin stops descending the steps and readies himself for a certain kill. Saber looks at him bravely.
不満がないのはこちらも同じだ。
I too have no complaints.
我が一撃受けきれるか、アサシンのサーバント。
Will you be able to take my attack? Servant assassin! Releasing control alt restriction systems. 3, 2, 1. Saber releases her own restraints. Oh shit. What is the sound?
That's the wind.
The air shakes. As if acting in response to her will, the sword erupts with a massive amount of wind. Assassin retreats a bit. The wind pressure released from Saber is extraordinary. Not only Assassin, but even large, firm trees of the forest are shaking and creaking. It is a flow of wind like an explosion. The trapped air is released and explodes outward. This raging wind that would easily blow away a normal person is coming out from Saber's sword. That is the power of her sword. Invisible air is a sword that has wind sealed within it. The sword that covers itself in compressed wind changes the refraction of light to make it look invisible. So this phenomenon occurs once the wind is released.
She's taking off the sheath.
The released wind escapes and emits itself chaotically into the surroundings. The wind is the sheath.
Invisible air is the sheath that he was referring to.
Oh, so that's not even her phantasm. Wait
It's
a second.
A phantasm.
She has two? You could have two?
Well, it's kind of an ability of her sword.
The question is, can she resheath it? In that instant, it is the commanding magic of the sword that allowed her to freely manipulate the raging wind. And Reen thought a wind spell was gonna work.
Yeah.
With Saber possessing incredible amounts of magical energy, she should be able to hold this boundary field for a few minutes. As proof, her sword is still invisible, even though she's already released this much wind. Is this a thing she can just do?
This is a thing she can just do. It is like a typhoon, but...
The power of the raging wind does not abate. The wind emitting from Saber's sword is about to engulf Assassin.
この程度のはずがない。その奥にあるもの、見せてもらうぞ、セイバー。
It cannot be just this. I will find out what is behind all of this. Saber! God, that was a terrible line read.
Assassin closes in against the blinding, raging wind. It's also blinding. Saber's arms move to attack Assassin, who's calmly advancing in the strong wind that allows no approach. The sword clad in wind roars, and...
Interlude out.
Fucking leaving me on a cliffhanger!
So, I've actually got to beam right back. We are hitting towards the end.
Oh yeah, is this a good place to stop?
It's probably a good place to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a good place to stop, but like we're reaching the end of the stream, and
do we just want to stop here?
Probably.
It depends how long the fight is gonna take. Do you want to just leave on a cliffhanger?
Yeah, I don't remember. It could be a while. So yeah, we probably just want to leave on a cliffhanger.
Alright. I mean, I do that to you guys all the time, so...
Yeah.
And you just did it to us.
Yeah.
Alright.
Rock you like a hurricane?
Fucking hell yeah.
Here Saber is.
Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. A hurricane. I'm about to rock you like a hurricane.
Alright.
Saved.
So yeah, go to first. Yeah.
Go where?
Yeah. If Reen had Saber, she'd have the magical energy to just do that in every fight. I'd say go back to the main menu. Although yeah, you can also look at Assassin's noble fend or skill there.
Anti-personnel demonic sword. Nothing personnel, kid.
Oh, and what's his other skills other than Mind's Eye Fake?
But I thought he was an assassin.
That's
What?
gonna be a while before that gets explained.
What is he?
Exactly.
Is he a master and a servant? Let's see if there's anything new about Saber.
Oh yeah, it'd be a noble phantasms probably. Yeah. But yeah, so now go to the main menu. Because there should be a new track in the extra.
Oh.
Music. Lightning Swordsman. Up a little bit.
There it is. Fuck yeah.
There you go. And alright, so on to the Shilling Portion.
Yep.
Hey, what's up? I'm Manicule. My big streams are I stream D&D Tuesdays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern or 7 Central. Which would be 2 hours ago, basically. But on Tuesdays and Saturdays. I DM on Tuesdays, and Saturdays is this guy right above me in the Discord DMing.
Yep. And if you ever wanted to see Shiro in D&D. That is basically your character in the Saturday campaign.
I'm like a mix between Saber and Shiro.
If they did the fusion dance.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
then
I also Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I've been playing Neo. I tried to play Naruto, but that game frustrated me and provided only text recaps. So
I was there for when you slowly decided to just not play it on stream.
Yep. So Neo it is. I am not the best at that game, but I'm getting better.
Weeb souls.
Oh yeah. And also, if you want to catch up on any of those games that I've DM'd or I've played in on my channel, the VODs have not disappeared, which is good because the YouTube channel is bad right now. The videos have a lot of issues on them. I'm trying to put up fixed versions of the first few sessions, but it's slow going. And all right, that's me. I'm actually just gonna, I'll mute and head up to General if you want to like hang out for a little bit afterwards.
All right, cool.
But I have to be right back.
All right, cool. See it.
See it.
Hey, what's up? I'm Arcana. You can find me right here, and usually Wednesdays through Fridays, I'll be streaming Fate Stay Night with Manuel Keel over here. 7 EST to around 10 EST, although sometimes we'll go a little later. And I really wanted to do a Metal Gear Rising stream on Monday, but I just didn't get around to it because I forgot how capture cards work. But hopefully all issues are worked out, so maybe Sunday I'll stream something on Xbox just to make sure my capture card setup is working, but we'll see what happens. And if you're watching the VODs and just following along, even if you're not going to watch live, if you could drop a sub, or a follow, that'd be really nice. And help us out, help us get towards affiliate, and we'll definitely have something planned for that. Anyway, let's see if there's anyone I want to raid. There's a lot of people. I'm gonna raid. Let's raid Clonal Cheru. She and a bunch of other really cool people are running a D&D campaign right now. I have not caught up with it, I really need to, but they're all really cool, so... See you tomorrow. Same time. Same fate route, same fate Shiro.